Sail Point. I'm Ashley Robin, your offsite program coordinator, and I'm here with Jonathan High, manager of the Academy, and we're excited to tell you about all the Academy on the Go trips for our spring semester coming up.
That's right. January's here, and the spring semester is ready to start. So you're going to want to get connected with these trips. We have 6 of them to talk to you about today, and we'll get all the information we can to you. So here we go. The first one is on Monday, January 13th. We're heading to the 6-mile Cypress Slough. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so in 1976, Lee County residents decided to make this a preserve, and it's basically one of our Florida ecosystems of a slough, which defines itself. It's basically full of water, and we're going to take a boardwalk tour through this slough to see the natural habitat of Florida and what wildlife we can see. And we're also going to do a skillet breakfast. So even though it's on a boardwalk, I always recommend sturdy shoes. We're going to eat a hearty breakfast, and we'll have water for you. So
about how long is the walk?
It's a 90-minute walking tour. So it is a bit, and we'll split up into 2 groups and have 2 docents, so it's a little bit easier for us to hear, and no one's screaming towards the back. So I think this is going to be a really fun, kind of a close tour. It's only like 20 minutes away. So. Okay.
Once again, this one is on Monday, January 13th. Let's go ahead and sign up through the concierge desks through your Academy registration form. On to the next one.
Yeah, so we're continuing a theme of being outside this spring semester. Our weather's not like summer where it's 90 degrees and we want to stay inside and be cool. You know, we typically have pretty good weather, so our theme is outside ecological tours, learning about our Florida ecosystem, which some of us haven't really had the opportunity because we're not from Florida. Like, you know, me, I'm actually from a native Florida resident, so I've got to experience this my whole life.
We're not doing any outside tours in Minneapolis, Minnesota at this point.
It's probably a little chilly.
All right, so this one is on Thursday, January 30th, and we're heading to Rosies Heritage Farms, and tell us a little more about it, Ashley.
Yeah, I think we're in this trend of really farm to table, and we wanted to explore that of how that process worked, because you know, you get your food in the grocery store and where does it come from. So we're going to a small farm in North Fort Myers where Rosie is her name, and she actually has a restaurant there, and all of her ingredients are come from her farm or local farmers in the area. So we'll take a brief farm tour of her actual crops, and then she's going to have a really nice lunch set up for us to eat the ingredients there. So
doesn't get any fresher than that,
no,
right?
I don't think so.
All right, once again, this one is on Thursday, January 30th. Here we go. We're going to this one is Thursday, February 6th. And we are going to another global farm tour.
Yeah, we're going to Echo, which is in North Fort Myers, and it's a little bit different because it's not so much of native Florida foods and plants. It's on a global scale. These third world countries are trying to find ways to have sustainable food and crops. So we're going to walk through their farm and learn these sustainable farm practices and how they can translate to here or anywhere in the world. So
all right, tell us about the breakfast.
Yeah, and then Kiki's breakfast. I hear amazing things. It's going to be a good hearty breakfast. We always want to eat really well before we go on these walking tours. It's a 90-minute walking tour, and it is on uneven surfaces. So again, really good walking shoes, water, but that's going to be really informative.
And this is on Thursday, February 6th. All right, here we go. You're going to want to go to this one. All right, this was on Monday, February 10th. We're going to the Naples Zoo.
And when he says we, John is actually joining us. He gets to see a little bit of Florida since he's pretty new to this state.
Excited to go.
Yeah, so Naples Zoo, we're not just taking a walk around the zoo, even though we are getting to see the exhibits and the animals. Joel Satori is a National Geographic's photographer, and he's having his artwork set up around the zoo. And it's really neat. It's actually endangered species. They're put against white or black backdrops, so you see the animal up close. And some of the animals are actually from Naples Zoo featured in his artwork. So it's going to be really cool to walk around and see the exhibit and then the artwork right next door.
And our residents know that you are a resident expert there in the Naples Zoo, right?
Yeah, I actually worked there as a zookeeper for a little bit. It's a wonderful little zoo, and we're really happy to go. And South Street Grill, I ate there a lot as a zookeeper, right kind of near, and their food is amazing. So you won't want to miss this, especially there is only 28 people that can go. So and we'll split up in 2 groups, make it really easy.
Very good. And once again, that one is on Monday, February 10th. You want to be there. All right, moving on. Okay, next one. This is on Friday, March 6th. We're just heading across the causeway over to Sanibel?
Yeah, right over to Sanibel for the annual shell show. And that's exhibits of local art with shells and different people who are speaking on different shells and native shells versus non-native shells. So we're going to walk around and see those displays, and then pop over to George and Wendy's Seafood Grill for lunch. And they have a great menu, and it's going to be just a really nice outing for, right across the pond. So.
Actually, so far, you haven't told us about any bad restaurants. We're going to all the good ones, right?
I work really hard to find these really good restaurants, so I'm hoping that none of them.
George and Wendy's Seafood Grill there. Once again, this one is the Sanibel Shell Show. We're going on Friday, March 6th.
Last but not least, in our last March one, we typically do 2 a month for On the Goes, and this one was Lee County Recycling Center in the Saucy Meatball. We have done this tour a couple of times, and everybody has everything good to say about it.
So this will be backed by popular demand?
Yes,
okay.
I always have a wait list, and this one fills up quickly. So we get to learn all about the recycling process here right in Lee County and how clean energy is even produced from this.
Wow.
And we're one of the only Lee County is one of the only plants to do this in
okay.
Florida, so
wow.
it's really cool to see that. And then off to the Saucy Meatball, and it's
spicy. Spicy?
Not so spicy, just Italian. They
gotcha.
Yeah, have a lot of spice and sauce, so it's going to be really, really good. So that pretty much ends the semester.
This one once again is on Monday, March 9. I failed to tell that to you. So, but yeah, we have 6 Academy on the Go trips. Once again, you should have received your Academy semester catalog. It outlines all the details of this. Our normal sign-up procedures are in place. Drop off your registration form at any of our concierge desks.
And just make sure you check your cancellation policy. It is, for our trips, a 5-day cancellation policy to receive a refund. We'd love you to go, and we hope we have you on our Academy trips this coming semester, so I hope you join John and I.